The president of peace, Donald J. Trump, has pulled off a miracle. After 2 devastating and heartbreaking years, the Israel-Hamas war is over and all of the hostages are home.
Most beautifully of all, we have made peace together. And this week, against all odds, we have done the impossible and brought our hostages home.
Thank you, President Trump. It really is extraordinary. Of course, plenty of people have doubted him and are always quick to criticise him for all of his faults. But there's no question that Trump makes the impossible possible, and no other president could have done this. This is Donald Trump's most historic achievement, and he keeps showing the world that he's achieving breakthroughs that no other leader has been able to pull off through deal-making. He's brokered this peace deal in a way that has all the Arab countries on board. Of course, earlier this year, he took out Iran's nuclear facilities, something that US presidents have been talking about for years. And he's brought the hostages home. Even from here in Australia, you can see and feel how the people of Israel are so grateful to the president. This is the front page of the Jerusalem Post today. It reads, "God bless the peacemaker," with a photo of Donald Trump. Now, Trump is showing the world what peace through strength looks like because of him, because of his leadership, and of course the people around him like Steve Witkoff, Marco Rubio, Jared Kushner, and because of Israel. Right now there is peace in Gaza. On Saturday night, ahead of the president's arrival, around 100,000 people gathered at Hostage Square, which is now going to be renamed to Freed Square, as Special Envoy Steve Witkoff delivered this powerful speech.
We stand here tonight, Jews, Christians, Muslims, and people from every corner of the world, united by one shared prayer for peace. Tonight, we celebrate something extraordinary, a moment that many thought was impossible. Yet here we stand, living proof that when courage meets conviction, miracles can happen. A peace born not out of politics, but out of courage. The courage of those who refuse to give up hope.
And plenty of Israelis cheered, "Thank you, President Trump."
And to President Donald J. Trump.
Some in the crowd also rolled out a banner calling for Donald Trump to be given the Nobel Peace Prize, which he absolutely should have received. Even CNN was forced to report that there were plenty of people wearing MAGA caps.
And, of course, endless applause for President Trump. Endless applause for President Trump.
And when I was there, I even saw people wearing Make America Great Again hats in that crowd over at Hostage Square.
Others were also wearing red hats that say Trump the Peace President. And there is, of course, just so much emotion being felt in Israel and Gaza right now. And Steve Witkoff deserves an enormous amount of credit for this as well. And he described it as a blessing in his life.
What does this moment mean to you?
It's the moment of my life, a blessing in my life. And I couldn't be more thrilled to work for the greatest president out there, Donald J. Trump. He brought him home.
Because of Donald Trump, 20 hostages are finally home after 736 days in captivity. And among the 20 living hostages who returned home is Guy Gilboa Dalal. Now, he was 22 years old when he was captured by Hamas terrorists at the Nova Music Festival. While I was over in Israel last year, I spoke to his older brother, Gal Dalal, who described the last moment that they shared together at that festival.
At 6:15, he was already waiting for me at the entrance, jumped at me, kissed at me, sent a selfie to our mother. He was so happy.
His family received information that Guy was being starved and chained by Hamas, and Gal spoke about the toll that this has taken on their family.
You know, he's honestly my best friend. We see the same movies together, we play the same games together, we go to concerts together. And I missed him so much. I miss him more than anything. I would do anything to get him back. And I know I will see him again. I just want it to happen soon, you know, thinking about him being subjected to physical, psychological, sexual abuse on a daily basis in the hands of terrorists. When he had nothing to do to this war, it's killing us as a family. You know, my mother, she don't sleep, she don't eat, she barely speak. My family cry all the time. They do what they can.
But Gal and his family never gave up hope that this day would finally come. And you can imagine the relief they are all feeling today after 2 long years. Guy is finally home. Watch this.
והשנים שיעברו לא ישאירו זיכרון וזה רק אני ואת, זה רק אני ואת היום. אתה בבית, אתה בבית. כשהכל נגמר חלמתי 1000 חלומות על כל מה שהספקתי ועל מה שלא. ואם אני ראוי, האם אני יכול להיות זה שירדם?
We are thinking of every family member reuniting with their loved ones today, and also those who lost loved ones over the past 2 years as the bodies of 28 hostages are being returned to Israel in coffins. And Israel releases almost 2,000 prisoners. Now, Donald Trump met with many of the returned hostages and their families before flying from Israel to Egypt, where he then met with world leaders and, of course, signed the ceasefire deal in Gaza, declaring at long last we have peace in the Middle East.